Hey everybody, here looking at the ChiefMax power supply again, the one that's in the TV box. I decided to pull it out to do a video of it again. It's been in service for like, I'd say, from 1 to 2 weeks, something like that. And just want to do a quick video of the insides of it again. Show you that it's holding up just fine. Though the reason why I pulled it out of service is I'm going to do a couple more things to it. I'm going to add in a rectifier bridge, probably a 4 amp. Seeing this power supply here is really good for 250 watts. And try to add in an X capacitor up here on top of the AC plug. Still thinking about how I'm going to go about doing that. Just how much room we have here. I can mount the legs to it right there and bend it back toward this direction like I've done before. And the big reason why I want to do the rectifier bridge is obviously it's a lot better than the 4 diode treatment, but also look at the small size of those diodes. They're not rated for a whole lot, and just don't really like the fact of that. But I can tell you, other than these upgrades, this unit is actually built better than the Dialbatech that was in the TV box prior to now. It has better switchers and probably about the same, if not better, output rectifiers. And the transformer is bigger than the previous one. I think I might do a comparison video between these two. But just, you know, the Dialbatech that was in the TV box had, even though it was marked a 35 size main transformer, it was more of a 28 size, and it had 13007s on the primary for switchers. Not the best. Now, anyways, this power supply here, as I mentioned, it's not terrible, but then again at the same time, it's not that great either. But it's what the local shop had on hand. But I can definitely say that it's the better of the ChiefMax units. Trust me, I've seen many ChiefMax units out there. This one here is not a Lehman unit. Not made by Lehman. I mean, if it was a Lehman, it would have been built a lot worse than this. So anyways, I'm going to get started on that. Just want to give you guys a quick update video on this power supply here for do the mods and put it back in service. So I guess I'll continue on after doing those mods. Okay, everybody, just got finished doing the mods to this thing. As you can see, you can see there's already been a change. You can see the X capacitor right there on the plug, but that's not the only thing. Have a look at there. No more 4 diode treatment. No puny little 4 diode treatment. There's the 4 diodes, well, 3 of them over there. Tiny little things. Now we have this nice bridge rectifier there. That's a lot nicer, in my opinion. And it's actually a better fit in that tight little space. They had those diodes crammed in there pretty tight. That bridge rectifier, I managed to fit in there pretty good. Had to take this coil back out to get this in. But anyways, it's all back together, soldered back together. And now all I gotta do is zip tie the wires where they need to go, and I can put this thing back to service. I'll be honest with you, getting this thing back together, well, initially was really tough because like I mentioned, it's really tight in here. That bridge rectifier kind of stuck out a little bit, so I had to take the board back out and hit that soldering iron again and kind of move it over just a little bit. So anyways, I guess we could call this the quickest take out of service and mod I've ever done. I mean, I had this thing opened up 5 minutes after I unplugged it and took it out of the computer. So anyways, and the reason why I was able to, you know, safely do that is because of those bleeder resistors down there. These are what make a power supply unit safe to work in after it's unplugged for a while. These little guys, you have 2 of them, and what they do is they put a small amount of a dummy load on the primary side, so that when you unplug your power supply from the wall, those little dummy resistors will drain down those caps along with the rest of the loaded power supply. Anyways, mods are complete, and I think they're going to be complete for a while. So anyways, it's time to go ahead and slap this thing back together, back ports, test it, and put it back into the TV box. Okay, everybody. Got the power supply reinstalled last night. It's been working just fine with the additional mods I've done to it, with the bridge rectifier and the X cap. Now, one thing I didn't like in particular is apparently the OEM of this power supply, they decided to when they installed the AC plug, they grabbed one that was broken. Because when I pulled the plug out of the socket last night, when I tested the power supply, the whole plug nearly came out of the power supply itself. Luckily, I had the breaker bar turned off at the time, so had to open up the power supply again, and actually had to use some hot glue to secure the plug in place. Might be able to see this a little bit right there, but it's good and secure now. Anyways, here it is running like usual. System never cuts off. I did find out the manufacturer of this power supply, or more or less the OEM. It's not Liebman. No, not Liebman. I'm sure many of you guys have seen my previous ChiefMax power supply videos. About every one of those was Liebman. Those units were Liebman OEMs. This one here is surprisingly made by Link World. Which many of their units are all that great either, but this one here seemed to be built a bit better. I mean, even fresh out of the box, it was built slightly better than, well, more than slightly better than most of the Liebman units. But with the mods here, it's actually a half decent unit for probably 250 to 300 watts, even though it is using kind of a dated half bridge design. So anyways, hope you enjoyed this video. Any questions or comments, feel free to ask. Thanks for watching.